Hello everyone. In this lecture we will study about microbiology. Let's start with what microbiology is. Microbiology is the study of organisms or agents which are too small to be seen with our naked eyes. They are present everywhere as their presence can be marked in geothermal vents in the ocean depth to the person's skin. They are also present in soil, air, and water. So, let's start with what microorganism and what is microbiology. Microorganisms are the living things which individually are too small to be seen with our naked eyes. These are the examples of microorganism: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, virus, and many more parasitic worms. And what is microbiology? Study about these microorganisms means the branch of biology in which we study about all these microorganisms are known as microbiology. Foundation This led to the foundation of modern biotechnology. These are the various fields of microbiology: virology, mycology, bacteriology, microbial ecology, environmental microbiology, molecular biology, forensic biology, etc. There are mainly two themes of microbiology. What are they? One is basic and other is applied. In basic, aspects are concerned with biology of microorganisms themselves, and it includes fields like mycology, psychology, bacteriology, protozoology, etc. While applied microbiology concerned with practical problems like agriculture, in industry, in health, in water and waste treatment, etc. So we can summarize like this: microbiology is based on two themes. One is basic, another is applied. Basic is by the organism like bacteriology, psychology, by the process like metabolism, genetics. It is also related to the disease, immunology, etiology, while applied is related to environment, industry, disease treatment, etc. Microorganism. They are too small. They are germ rapidly growing cell. They have habitat, live in population, either swimming freely or are attached to a surface in a long chain. Interact between communities, may be harmful or beneficial. Harmful because of the waste product and beneficial as it is for use as a nutrient. There are some examples that how microbes are in our daily lives, like some are pathogenics which carry disease, some decompose organic waste, some produce through photosynthesis. For example, purple sulfur bacteria used to fix carbon dioxide. Some microbes play role in industry like fermentation process. Some produce fermented food. Some are used in production of cellulose and insulin, etc. These are the examples of our daily life where we can come across microbes, or we can say microorganism, like in food, in water treatment, energy production, science. How microbes and agriculture are related? We can see that microbes help in nitrogen fixation. It is also done with the help of bacteria. Again, a rumen microbes that help grass and hay in cow to digest. These animals that feed grass, they have rumen in their body which help them digestion. Like in cycles nutrients, like they can use for carbon, nitrogen and sulfur cycling, cause disease to the animals and plant. These are the different microbes which are related to a disease, which cause disease. Like here it is, this is responsible for E. coli, this is for HIV, herpes, malaria, ulcer, mad cow, Ebola, cold, the common cold, influenza, and nowadays the whole country is suffering from a very dangerous microbes, that is COVID-19 coronavirus. Now the question is how we will classify microorganism. Again, the classification given by linear system. In the microbes name can be written in the two form. First one is genus and second one is epithet. And the name should be written either underlined or in italic. Like here is an example of Escherichia coli, that is in short E. coli. It is discovered by Theodore Escherichia. It is found in the intestine of the human. Another example is S. aureus, that is clustered and spherical. It is found on the skin. This is the classification of bacteria. How bacteria are classified? On the basis of the domain, we know that three domain exist, that is bacteria, archaea and eukarya. So bacteria are classified under both the domain bacteria or archaea, and the eukarya is left for plant, animal, fungi. Here it is bacteria, that is plural form. You can say bacterium in the singular. Other prokaryotes has peptidoglycan cell wall. Binary fission means it is a mode of reproduction. Utilize organic, inorganic chemicals, and archaea. Archaea is also prokaryotic, but it lacks peptidoglycan. It's live in extreme environment like methogens. Methogens means where it is found. Methanes are in large quantity. Like in extreme thermophiles means where it is temperature is very high. Now the next is type of eukaryotes. Examples are protozoa and alga. Protozoa are unicellular eukaryote. It absorb or ingest organic chemicals, may move using pseudopodia, that is cilia or flagella. Example is amoeba. Pseudopodia means false feet, and the algae. It is unicellular or multicellular. Has cellulose cell wall. Gain energy through photosynthesis, as it is of green color. Produce molecular and organic compound. Next one is fungi, and similar is fungus. They are eukaryotes. Chitin cell wall is present. Use organic chemicals for energy. Molds and mushroom are the examples. Here it is shown in the figure. Yeast are the unicellular fungi. Virus. What is virus? Viruses are too small to be observed with light microscope. It contains DNA or RNA core. Core is surrounded by protein coat. Coat may be enclosed in a lipid envelope. Viruses are replicated only when they are living host cell, means when they enter into the body of a host, then it start functioning. Some viruses are given here, like bacteriophage are the virus that infect bacteria. Next one is virion, is the nucleic and without protein coating. Prions are the infectious proteinaceous particles. Some examples of multicellular parasites are helminths, that is flatworm or roundworm. So these are the different category, or can say different type of microorganisms about which we will study in the microbiology. Hence microbiology is the branch of science in which we study about the microorganisms which cannot be seen with our naked eyes. But now how we will study about this? With the help of microscope. So in the next lecture we will study about the microscope, its different type and its function and part, that how it is used for studying about micro, or you can say microbiology.